Good morning, everyone. That's a loud seagull. As long as it doesn't do the toilet on my head. Although I've heard that's meant to be good luck, so maybe it should. Is that thunder I hear? Well, here we might get a thunderstorm. Might get some thunder going. I'm not feeling the best today, I won't lie. I'm not feeling the best today. It's hormones though with me, it's all hormones. No reason to feel down whatsoever. Good morning, lovely Fiona. It's a change of life malarkey. It's the only word for it right now. And just sometimes my mood gets down. So wouldn't it be good if it was a nice thunder and lightning storm we could sit with and look at today? It definitely feels as if it's going to thunder and lightning. So I don't know how. Good morning, Khalees. Vivian, good morning. Fakuro? I hope I'm saying your name right. Maybe I say it the way I say the F word. I hope not. So, hello everyone. Oh, that was another seagull, nearly. Good morning, lovely Rachel. Yeah, it's a horrible day, but it's been so hot, so it has. It's been really, really warm. Last night was hard. Fukuro. Oh, Japanese for owl. That's lovely. I love owls. I've got loads of lovely little wee owl things in Fukuro. Oh, it was really, really warm last night, and I just had a little sheet over the top of me. I didn't even go under the covers, and it was still roasting hot. So what I done last night was squish myself. I was squishing. I was lying with the fan on, and I had my squishy bottle, and I was squishing myself like that. On my bed, squish, 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 and just lying with the fan on me like this, trying to cool down. But it's how would you say it today? Sticky. It feels sticky today. It's like, I think we're definitely going to have a storm or two. Maybe that's why my mood's the way it is today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need a good kick up the backside and told to behave myself. That's what I need. I tell you, it's this change of life stuff. I wish it would just hurry up and be over with and done with, and that'd be me. I'd be a new woman. I'd be a new woman all over again. That'd be great. And I've got to go through it cold turkey because I'm not allowed any estrogen or anything like that. Is that thunder? In fact, I'm on tablets to stop me producing estrogen, so I'm going through it right now. But I've got my iron brew today. Wait to open my iron brew. See a false nail flying here in a minute. Oh, extreme close-up. Sorry, everyone. Hold on, I can't do this with one hand. I can't. I'm going to need to put these on the wall. Hold on. I'll get these again, no, don't worry. You can see the top of my head. There we go. There, I got these back. There, I've got my iron brew. Lovely. Lovely iron brew. Do you know what I had? Not last night, the night before that was lovely. A chai latte. It was beautiful. Because I've got a coffee machine that I don't use that often. Hi, sweet ASMR craft videos. And my son says, Mum, do you fancy a... I can't even explain what it tastes like because it doesn't taste like anything else apart from iron brew. Good morning, lovely Paige. It doesn't taste like cola. It doesn't taste like orange. It doesn't taste like lemonade, lemon and lime. It tastes like nothing. It's got its own unique flavour. I can't even... Well, kind of like bubblegum, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it doesn't taste like bubblegum, but that'd be the closest I would say it tastes like. People will be saying it doesn't taste like bubblegum, but I don't know how to explain it. So, I'm in my pyjamas today. Yes. As I said, I'm having a let's feel sorry for myself today. Thank you, sweet Ashley. Glitter, glitter, glitter. I'm having a let's feel sorry for me. I'm having a pity party to myself. That's what I'm needing. Some days you just feel like that. Today's one of the days for me. I don't know what's happening with me. As I say, I need to kick up the behind because I've no reason at all. See, that's the funny thing when people and you say that you're feeling down and they say, what about? And there's no absolutely there's no reason. There's none reason to my crap video, none at all. It's just hormones. Damn these hormones. I don't know why the change of life takes so long. Is it just for more torture? As if we haven't had enough all our life every month suffering. That's the mood I'm in today. I'm in that kind of mood. So I hope I'm not going to bring yous down, so I'm going to try and talk about happy stuff. Let's think about happy things to talk about. Hi, sweet Rose. It's just one of the days today. Today's one of the days. I can't be bothered even hoovering. I can't even be bothered doing anything. I've made my bed. I always make my bed. My bed's always made. But I can't be bothered with anything else at all. so it's a day for watching Bigfoot documentaries. That's what it is. Bigfoot documentaries, extraterrestrials, all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Going to be doing that. Hi, Christina. I'll maybe read my book, more of my book. I read more of it last night. I'm trying to think of all the stories that I read. There was one story that I read, and it was about know how they talk about like animals and things like that can be your angel. I always think my dogs are, because they know, they've been round about me all morning because they know I'm not right. But there was this man, right, and he decided he was going to somewhere along the coast for his lunch, and he usually goes right down to the waterfront to have his, we call it a piece. See, a sandwich in Scotland, we call that a piece. So, good morning, lovely Amy. So, like a sandwich with cheese, we would call it a piece and cheese, right? So he took his piece and he went away down to the water's edge, or he was trying to go down to the water's edge, and this huge big, like seagull-like bird, big white bird, was blocking his road, and every time he tried to go by it was squawking, and it looked as if it was going to peck him. So he decided, well, I'm not going to go down there, I'll sit further up. So he sat further up and he was eating his piece and cheese or whatever, and the bird just sat there on this rock watching him the whole time. So he thought, I'm going to try again and go down to the water's edge. So he got up and he was trying to go down this path, and again the bird had jumped in his road and was squawking at him and trying to peck him. So he thought, oh, I'm not having that. So anyway, he sat for a wee while, and then he got back in his car, and he started to drive off, and just at that, a huge big tidal wave had happened. I think it was like a tsunami or something like that had happened, and the place where he would have been sitting was engulfed with a massive wave. And he says the next day or the day after, he says he thought to himself that if it wasn't for that bird, he would have definitely died. He'd have been swept away. So a couple of days later, he went back to the spot with loads and loads of bread for the birds, but he never seen the white bird before. But they were saying that sometimes, like when you pray, and sometimes with angels and things like that, it's not the things that they do for you, it's the things that they've not made possible, if you know what I mean. Like some people are worried, oh God, I'm going to be late, for instance, right, to somewhere. And they're going, oh God, I'm going to be late. And they are a wee bit later, but if they'd have left in time, an accident would have happened. So there's that kind of angels as well, the ones that don't stop you from getting whatever it was. Oh no, I'm so sorry. 12 years old, I'm so sorry. I know you'll be heartbroken. I always see when my fur babies go, I always think to myself that at least they've went to a loving home with a lifetime of love and happiness, and they could have went to I know you will be, Christina. They could have went to a bad home, and instead it went to the most wonderful home ever. And I know it doesn't take away from the heart, but time heals. Time does heal. I mean, there was a long time I couldn't look at pictures even of my other little Jack Russell. Hi Stephanie, good morning. There was a long time I couldn't look at any pictures of my wee dog Molly, her name was. But I can look at pictures of her now and be happy and smile and stuff like that. But it took an awful long time. It does take a long time. I'm always here anyway, Christina, if you ever need a wee chat about it or that. But I always end up getting another animal. And it's not to take the memory away from whatever dog's passed away. It's just that there's a vacancy in the home. There's a vacancy in the home that needs to be filled. Yes, they do. They do. As I say, see today, right, look at this for instance. Mr. Mikey, look, it's right there. He knows that they know that I'm not feeling myself today. I'm not feeling myself. I'm not feeling 100%. Not that I'm coming down with something. It's just, it's just one of my moods. It's terrible. See, when you're in this depression, I suppose, and you've got absolutely nothing to feel bad about, and you can't pick yourself up. I didn't even want to get out of my bed this morning, but I made myself get out of bed. See, if I could kick my own arse, I would be doing it right now. Yes, I know what it is. It's all this change of life stuff. It's terrible. It's going on and on and on. I wish it would hurry up. Yes, Christina, it'll take a wee while. Definitely. See, my little dog that we had before Poppy, we only had her for a year and a day. 1 year and 1 day we had her. We got her as a puppy, and she was never right for the minute that we got her. And we didn't get her we got her out of a home that was like a millionaire's home. I kid you not. This place was away in Ayrshire, somewhere in Ayrshire. I don't know, it must be round about there. But it was like a huge big farmhouse. But it wasn't a farmhouse, it was like a mansion, right? It had big electric gates that you went in, and when you went into the home, it was the most beautiful home I'd ever seen. And I was looking, I was thinking, this is a millionaire's place that we're going to be getting this puppy from. And the puppies were all in a little, like, cot, a little travel cot, all the puppies. So, I mean, it wasn't as if these people were, like, there's my lovely Alina. It was not as if these people were, like, just breeders, breeding. Anyway, so we get a little doggy. Yes. Oh, I know. I know a lot of the stuff on YouTube. I shut off with a lot of stuff, especially in the drama community. That would make MD all listen to all that. Carry on. Yeah. So we got this little puppy, and for the minute we got her, she never had a solid poo. Never had a solid poo. We just thought it was diet and all the rest of it. And we tried everything. We had her on every kind of diet. We had her on rice and chicken. We had her on everything like that. She never had a solid poo. But then all of a sudden she started to prolapse for the behind. And it would be like the inner tube of the bum would come right out, and it would be bleeding and everything like this. And it was terrible. And I'd be in a terrible state. We'd have her over at the vet. And they even tried stitching up some of our rear ends, and that didn't help. So this is why I don't trust vets as well, because I think early on they knew there was no hope for this little dog. And they had us going back every week, sometimes 4 times a week, I kid you not. Sometimes she'd be in the vet's overnight stay for a few days every week. So it was thousands and thousands of pounds, but that was we didn't care about that. It was our dog that we loved. But they kept giving us tablets. These tablets will help her. Give her this dog food, right? The dog food was, the only way I can describe it was like jelly, and there was no scent off it, and obviously no taste off it. Well, the dog wouldn't touch it. The dog wouldn't touch this stuff. No way in hell. And they were saying that no, she was turning into skin and bone because she wouldn't touch this stuff. It was hell. And eventually we had to take her over because she started to scream when this prolapsing was happening, and that was it. And we knew that was it. We knew we couldn't any longer if she was screaming. So we only had her 1 year and 1 day. I'll never forget it. My heart was broke. My heart was absolutely broken. I thought, I'll never have another dog. That's it. But with Mr. Mike at the time, but he started to get kind of lonely, and he'd be sitting and he'd be looking and everything like that. And we thought, that's a shame for Mr. Mike. And then we ended up getting, within a couple of weeks, we had Poppy. Yes, Rose, I know it's like car mechanics. See, because we don't know what we're talking about. See, if you go in with a flat tyre, all of a sudden you need new spark plugs and a new battery and all this kind of stuff, because people don't know. And you would do anything for your animals, wouldn't you? They know that. So I don't trust them. Do not trust them, because that was terrible. What we went through absolute hell. So we did, and we had puppy training mats all over the house. And I'm glad you've got a good vet. Hang on to them, because they're few and far between here where I stay. I always worry. Oh, Christina, yes. See, they see you as a cash cow. I think a lot of them see you as a cash cow. They seen us as a cash cow, because we had the dog in for overnight stays and all that. Here, see, if I went to the hotel up the road, it would have been cheaper for me to have a room in a luxury hotel than what it is for your dog to get treated overnight in the vets. But of course, you're going to, what you're going to do, you're going to do it. But we were clinging at the hope that she would get better. Ah, Christina. Oh, well, we're all here anyway, Christina. Yes, I know. I know. Wish I could make it better for you, but the only thing that's going to make it better is time, and it will help. It will help. I mean, we had a big Dalmatian, big Harvey, and he lived till he was 12. Um, he was a big dog though. He was a big dog. Um, a funny dog. He was really really funny. You know, he was a huge big daft dog, big Harvey. So he was a beautiful markings for a Dalmatian. And it was really funny because see some of the spots on his back made out the letter J. Yeah. Everybody used to shout, is its name Pongo? Because know how 101 Dalmatians. And I was like, no, his name's Harvey, because of James Stewart's film Harvey with the rabbit. Because he was all legs. Even when we first got Harvey, he was all legs. And the spots never stop growing in Dalmatians. That's something you might not know. Spots always keep growing. When we first got him, he had a pink nose, and then towards the end, his nose was completely black. And you could see brand new spots. Now and again, you would see brand new spots just starting to appear. It's really, really funny. Dalmatians. So, yes. But I think it's going to thunder here. I think there's going to be a downpour. Oh, it's all kicking off in Scotland with some of the ministers. I don't know what minister it was, but there was a minister that had sent out a tweet. Now, I don't know if you know, but there was a huge big storm that I slept through like a baby. I slept through it all. But some parts of Scotland were hit really badly. My mum in Falkirk, she thought her house was going to get flooded. But up in Fife and things like that, some people's homes did get flooded, and their cars, the flood water was right up to the roof of people's cars, and there was a lot of damage. Some people died, lost their life, and all this kind of stuff, right? So it was like flash floods. So it was chaotic, and some minister had put on Twitter yesterday. Um, what was it? It was about the American election. Good morning, Susu. It was the American election, and they wrote, the whole world is tweeting about the American election, apart from Scotland, of course, who had a little bit of rain last night. See, that got my back. I was like, my back was up a wee bit with that comment. I was thinking, I think some people did send the man pictures of these cars underwater, etc. Yeah. But that's what we've got to live with up here. We've got to live with people like that and say stuff like that to us. The whole world's tweeting about the election, apart from Scotland, who had a little bit of rain. No, no. Oh, it was a downpour and a half. We had more than a little bit of rain. We had more than a little bit of rain. We had flash floods. Some people died, etc., etc. So I was annoyed. I didn't comment on the tweet because I thought I'm not in the mood today. I'd end up saying something and get removed from Twitter. I'd go to Twitter jail. I know that's a thing. I know people get put there. I've never been to Twitter jail, touch wood, but maybe today I will. Maybe I'll go back in and read that tweet and say something. A little bit of rain. Here, if Scotland was to tweet about a little bit of rain, we'd never be off Twitter. Every single day we'd be tweeting about it's been raining today. We'd never be off the internet complaining. Well, saying that we probably are. We probably do complain quite a lot about it, but he wants to get his facts right before he writes stuff like that. There's my Poppy, look. A way to cause trouble in the neighbourhood. So she is. Yes, that's right, Elena. That train, and my heart goes out to everybody that's been involved in that. Good morning, lovely Lewis. Oh, well, I've never been in Twitter. I might go there today, though. Yes, a train derailed up in Inverness. I think it was Inverness it derailed. And it was because, as I say, the flash flooding that happened, that I slept through. It just shows you. I slept through everything. Had so much rain that fell that there was a landslip. Oh my goodness, oh, I don't want to be putting you in time out. What have I done? Yes, oh my goodness. Yes, all the rain caused a landslide onto the railway line, and the train hit it, and the train got derailed, and one of the carriages was turning over. I think it was three. The man that was driving the train, he died, and I think another 2 people died, and I think there's quite a few still in hospital. So it was more than a wee bit of rain. Stuff like that gets on you. So stuff like that kind of gets to you, though. I just felt a spit of rain. So I did. Yes, it's a shame for everybody that was involved in that. That'd have been a scare. And it was a train that was coming into Glasgow. So there'd be people coming to work. I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning. So it was people coming, doing the commute to work. What kind of year has this been? I mean, what kind of year has this been? For everyone, for everybody, this has been one of the worst years, hasn't it? And we've still got quite a bit to go, so buckle in, because I'm buckling in, because you just never know what's round the corner. But today, do you know what I'm going to have another chai latte, I think, because I really enjoyed that the other day. I think I'll make a chai latte, and I'm going to just cozy up with my Jack Russells on the couch and watch Bigfoot. I'm running out of Bigfoot things. I've seen that many now. I'm running out of Bigfoot stuff and alien stuff. I've seen it all. I should start writing a book. Yes, Rose. It's been one terrible year, Rose. Terrible year. But here, that drama community, I think you're in the well, you watch the drama community too, Rose. But did you see that the other day about someone who I shall not name calling a lady a paedophile? She called her. Now, you don't just go flinging that kind of word about. Neither you do. You don't just decide to, I don't like that person, this is what I'm going to call them. But then she went into it in horrible depth that I was feeling sick listening to that. That's why I take the drama community now just like little bits at a time. Because some of the things that they say to each other, I'm like, oh, if that was in Scotland now in the street, that'd be a fight right there. That'd That'd be a weekend in lockup. That's what that could have done. Yes, see, I'm not keen on the lady either that she said it about. But you don't go and say things like that about someone, do you? You just don't. That's going too far right there. That's going too far. Now, that could get someone, that could actually get somebody murdered. That could get somebody killed, flinging that word around like willy-nilly. You've got to know if someone is or not before you say things like that. So I was quite shocked, and that just reinforced why I don't watch the drama community as much as what I used to, because I thought that's poison. Oh, MC, that is just terrible. That is horrible. See, if they can't win a fight, like not a physical fight, but an argument, this is the first thing now that people are just tossing this word around. Let's just say that. It's disgraceful. They want to get themselves in check. I've never seen anything like it. Grown women acting the way that some of these women act. I've never seen anything like it. Not yous. Yous are all wonderful. But I'm talking about, see if you haven't been at the drama community, is good, is what I would say, because it's absolute toxic. I feel physically sick at times just listening to all the fighting, and you never know who's talking to who, and people fall out. See if you talk to somebody that someone else doesn't like, they're going to fall out with you. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. People are all hiding behind their... People aren't... There's like 1,000 people in the chat. 1,000 people in the chat. And there's like 20 people talking because everybody else is like, I better not talk, because if my friend so-and-so sees me in here talking, she's not going to talk to me. And the whole meanwhile, the friend's in the chat saying, I better not type in the chat here, because if she sees me in this chat, she won't talk to me. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That is just that's sickening, isn't it? It's absolutely sickening. But I mean, there's no level that they won't stoop to these people. That's how I like to do my own thing on my own wee channel. We all have views. Yous are wonderful. Yous are beautiful people. That sounds good with your little cat, your hot chocolate. I'm going to have a cinnamon. It's not cinnamon, chai latte, but it tastes like cinnamon, isn't it? That's horrible. I mean, that's how like I don't really go in as much as what I used to anymore, because I can't see the squabbling. We call it squabbling. I can't be doing it. I like having a laugh and a joke and everybody feeling nice and happy. That's what I like. That's terrible. Yes, Elena, I have absolutely beautiful people. I do. Yes. See, I still talk to Rebecca and Mama Bear. I still talk to I mean, listen, Mama Bear would not agree with my lifestyle in the slightest, because she's a very Christian lady, like old school Christian lady. And I don't think she agrees with people that are gay, bisexual, anything like that. I don't think she doesn't agree with any of that kind of lifestyle. She doesn't go out her way to do hate speech, though. She doesn't say, I don't like you because of that. She just doesn't agree with it for her. She just doesn't agree. And me watching her, that's okay for me, as long as she's not been nasty to me or saying something bad to me, then she's entitled to her own. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean? So that doesn't bother me. But a lot of people can't let that go and call her the most horrible things. Takes the old woman's bending over and they're taking pictures of down her cleavage to post online and stuff like that. You know, Rebecca was in the hospital getting an operation one time, and her mum, God bless her mum didn't realise that she was live streaming and she was talking to the camera, but there was a mirror behind her, and poor Rebecca was getting her clothes on, and you seen her boobies. Right now we're all most of us were ladies in there, so that was it. That was screenshotted the hell out of, plastered all over the place and everything. So I'm amazed. I'm amazed why YouTube still allows all of this to go on. And smaller channels will get their knuckles wrapped for saying the slightest thing. Yes, I know. I know. And I go into Rebecca's chat and here, I'm a rookie, right? Yous are great with the wrench. I'm not such a good moderator. Rebecca made me Mama Bear's moderator in the chat, and you know how Mama Bear's chat goes. So I'm in there and the chat is flying and people are saying nasty stuff to Mama Bear, and I'm trying to get their name and all the rest of it. But by the time I find their name to click on it, they're already gone. And somebody's shouting, "Where's the moderator?" And I'm going, "It's me." I didn't know. I was the worst moderator on earth. So thank you to all of yous. Thank you to all of yous, because yous are great with the range. I'm hopeless. I never asked for a range. Do you know what I mean? Rebecca just ranged me up, and I was in it. You know, I was in hot water then. I was up to my neck. I was up to here. I had to try and do something. And then Sam Tefler comes in, and somebody come in and went, "Mama Bear, there's Sam donated £100 in your PayPal or something, right?" So Mama Bear was going, "Oh, thank you very much, Sam." And then Sam comes in and goes, "Blueberry, block whoever it was, because I never donated any money." And I'm going, "Oh my God," like that. So I had to find the person and take them out. Imagine telling Mama Bear somebody gave her £100 and never. That's sad. See, and you think that's a sad thing to do, because they're not exactly rich. That's a shame. People take joy out of that. I don't. I take joy out of having a laugh and a joke and stuff. There's my lovely Keely. I'll show you what I'm doing, right? See, I'm doing some major, what do you call it? Rocking chair Olympics. That's what I'm doing now. Trying to cheer myself up a bit here in the rocking chair. Good morning, lovely Mama Spoon. Good morning. I'm going to end it anyway. Oh yeah, the little Rosie thing, I know. I know, poor little Rosie. I know everything. And the thing is that I like Pam and Rick as well. And I know that they said some nasty things, and Pam admits that she said nasty things, and that's the thing. There's a lot of people I don't agree with some things that they've said, and I think they regret saying a lot of stuff. But that was horrible. That lady was dying of cancer and got dragged. That lady was dying of cancer, and she got dragged all over the internet. It was a shame. It was a terrible shame. Poor little Rosie. And Uber Goober, now she seems a nice lady as well, and she's got the same thing as my dad's got, the COPD. And she gets dragged. She gets dragged as well. And she's got an oxygen tank, this lady, right? And people are saying it's fake. It's a fake oxygen tank. I'm thinking, are you sitting with Donald Trump too long or something like that? Is that what it is, all this fake stuff? I'm just waiting for the day somebody says that I fake it so that I can lift my duke up, as we say. We call like a t-shirt that your duke, right? So I'm just waiting for the day, and then I can just blast it out and show people. Terrible. But this chat, all of yous are wonderful people. Yous always see. I feel better now anyway. Just talking to yous, always make me feel a bit better. yeah, I'd have my duke pull up that fast. So I would. Yeah, Lisa Arky's lovely. Lisa's lovely, so she is. See, a lot of people are lovely, but a lot of people will never get on, and that's just part of life. You're never going to get on with Andy in real life, but it's when people go to these low. Now that lady that I was talking about, she also admitted last week or the week before that she likes to do some drinking and driving, and that usually, if she was to mow someone down, right, while she was drinking and driving in her old car, there's only a 50-50 chance that she would kill them. But in her new car, there's more like a 75% that she will kill them. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was thinking, what? Now, first, you drink and drive and you're on the internet telling everybody about you drinking and driving. Here, the police would be down at your door. In Scotland, the police would be down at your door so fast for that kind of thing. I can honestly say I have never drunk and drive in my life, nor would I, because I would get a taxi. That's what I would do. I would get a taxi wherever I needed to go. It's terrible. It's terrible. Christina, you have a lovely evening, and I'm always here if you need a wee chat. Please reach out if you need me. Yeah, what'd you do? Imagine saying that if you ran someone over, well, it was all right when it was like 50-50. That was okay. Now this is families. This is cars on the road with families and stuff like that. Your car is a lethal weapon. So this is mind blowing to me. That's how maybe I shouldn't watch the drama Community because it just makes me depressed. Maybe that's why I feel like this. Yes, I'm glad, Elena. I don't watch it that often, but now and again I will put it on, and it gets worse and worse. Every time I watch it, it gets worse. And I'm like, I can't anymore. For my own health, I can't be doing it. I can't be watching it. Do you know what I do? Watch funny animals. That's what I like to do. Watch funny dogs and funny cats and funny puppies and things like that. That's what I like to do. Pranks. I like to watch pranks. Good morning, lovely whispering fairy. Yes, I can't get over it. And I can't get over YouTube. Oh no, I've not checked out Joy the Sea Otter. I'm going to though. I'm going to do that right away. That's what I'm going to do. Joy the Sea Otter. I'll be wanting one. You know that? I'll be wanting an otter for the bungalow. Yes, email me the link. I'll be wanting an otter for the bungalow. That's what this bungalow needs. An otter. Anyway, thank you all for cheering me up because I'm cheered now. I'm a bit better off than what I was when I came on. And today I'm just going to stay in my pyjamas till I put new ones on after my shower. Yes, Melody. Animal documentaries are always good. So I'm going to give you all a big kiss now and have a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Cheerier, hopefully. So, I love you all. Bye.